Welcome back everyone to another show full of good news from us here at Cruise1st TV. It's lovely to have your company as ever. How the dickens are you? Good, I'm glad to hear it. Now, don't forget you can watch us all day on Sky Channel 681 and also 24 hours a day on our website, Cruise1st.tv. So never an excuse to miss us. And if you're new to us here at Cruise1st, here's a quick speed dating introduction to us.
Here at Cruise1st, we've been sending British travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 20 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all the major cruise lines sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Absolutely. So that's us. And we're actually celebrating 25 years in the cruise business next year. So that's a lot of package planning and bargains found over those years. And we are bigger and stronger than ever. Now, with that in mind, this show focuses on one of the biggest names in cruise, and that's Royal Caribbean. You will have heard about the fact that they have the biggest ships in the world, full of thrills and spills for the whole family. They are so popular, and here in the UK we have their ship Independence of the Seas to ourselves next year, running a full season of sailings in and out of Southampton from May through to October. And the trips run from 2 up to 12 nights in duration to some exciting destinations. So let's get on board Indy, as she's affectionately known, to have a little look around, because she is a fabulous ship. I love the fact that she's here in Southampton, as she has been many times over the years. Of course, she's had lots of new additions added on Indy. She is a firm favourite. She's a great family ship. I mean, every Royal Caribbean ship is great for families. Really nice getaway, because there's just so many different things that you could all do together as a family. There's things that the kids can do, you know, aside from you. So you can go and have chill time, shall we say, and the kids have their age appropriate clubs, and many of them as well, so they'll really want to do that and be hanging out over there while you're just having the most relaxing holiday. And you know what, happy kids makes happy families, doesn't it? And you're never short of something to do. You know, kids are a great barometer of how fun their environment is, and they do, you know, they tire very easily, don't they, of doing the same thing over and over and over again. So you take them to, you know, an adventure park or something. Once they've done the swings and the climbing frame once, that's it. They're done. They're looking for something new, and these ships are full of that something new, which is brilliant. In fact, you might find even on a longer sailing, you won't get to do everything that there is to do on the ship. We're going to have several good looks around the ship as we go through this show as well, so we can kind of size it up for you. I'll tell you what you'll love so much about Royal Caribbean is the team on board. It's an American cruise line, which means that the service on board is great fun, with a smile. There's no kind of grumpy faces around and whatever. Everyone's super happy. You know what, including, and if the staff on board and the crew on board are happy, it kind of ripples out to everyone else. So the atmosphere on these ships is brilliant. Now, don't discard a Royal Caribbean cruise if it's just you as a couple, by the way, because there are plenty of places for you to kind of, you know, escape. And as I said before, because the kind of children and family activities are in certain areas, there are masses of places to kind of, you know, really get away and break away from that. So it's wonderful, and it really is a great atmosphere cruise for everyone. You love the choice of restaurants as well. So again, just talking about families for a second, you know, you'll have kids that, you know, are sometimes difficult to please when it comes to dining time, and you'll find masses of choice on board with Royal Caribbean, and you will love it. You will never spoil for things to do, choices in terms of dining, activities to take part in. You are going to love it. And I'm going to show you like a variety of different sailings as we go through this show. And the great thing about this is you can go onto our website right now And you can look up Independence of the Seas as the ship, and you can go all the way through May, June, July, August, September and into October and go and look at all of the offers that we've got there. I'm going to show you just a snapshot because there are something like, I think there are like 20 something different sailings through that season. So we're not going to get through all of those, but let's take a look at some of the offers that we've got available for next year for you to book right now. You can book them with a low deposit here at Cruise1st as well, which is really, really good. It's a great thing about what we do is the fact that you can book now with a low deposit. So the first one we've got there for you is RC589. That's a Discover the Canaries no fly. So of course, in and out of Southampton, you're going out to Spain and Portugal, around the Canaries there. Phenomenal price tag with a low deposit available for you as well. Or you can go straight onto our website and just pop in RC589 and all the details will come up for you. Just call the team. If there are any questions, by the way, just call the team. You've got the number there, it's free. Second offer there, RC590, is a 7-night Spain and Portugal there. Going down to Vigo, you have an overnight, so 2 full days in Lisbon on that one, La Coruña, and a day at sea back into Southampton. Cracking price tag. Get that booked as soon as you can, and the low deposit. Take advantage of that. Maybe you're a first-time cruiser. Well, the third one will be good for you. A Norwegian Fjords no fly. This would be a nice one to escape to. 13th of July on this one. 7 nights going up to Molde, Skjolden, Olden and Haugesund up in Norway. They're beautiful little ports and you're eye to eye with the scenery there. Again, a cracking price tag with a low deposit for you as well. You lucky, lucky people. So be as quick as you possibly can. You can use the references above to pop those straight into the website, or just call the team on 0800 953 4700. Now, just a word of warning, booking now with your lower deposit means that you will have more choice as to where your cabin inn is, and it locks in a great price today, right now. Remember that we're ABTA bonded and we're ATOL protected, so every single penny piece you spend with us is as safe as houses, and we're the ones to trust when it comes to unlocking exclusive discounts with all of the major cruise lines. It's one of many reasons that Brits have been trusting their cruise booking to us for the best part of 25 incredible years.
With over 20 years of travel experience, when booking with Cruise1st, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of ABTA and ATOL protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is safe with us. We've been on your TV screens for over a decade, and we guarantee the best cruise prices. If you find one of our offers cheaper elsewhere on TV, then we'll match or beat that price. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday with many of our deals. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until your due date to pay your balance. Plus, we're one of the highest-rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 6,000 independent reviews, so you can be fully confident when booking your next holiday with Cruise1st.
Talking of reviews as well, the reviews that come back from Royal Caribbean cruises are amazing. If you've never been on a Royal Caribbean cruise before, I would say absolutely go for it, and you'll see why they are proud owners of the biggest ships in the world, because they have so many people cruising with them around the world every single year. Now, the ship that we're talking about in this show is Independence of the Seas, and she's with us next year for a full season. And one of the really, really big highlights on board this ship, and honestly, it'll be like one of those West End sellout shows that just goes on and on and on. Your chance on board to see a full production version of Grease, the musical, on board Independence of the Seas. So you can whisk yourself back. In fact, I was just talking with Mr. P. I had as a kid the album from the Grease film on vinyl record. Now, the film came out in 1978 and I was only born in late 73, so I'm not quite sure why I had that record, but I used to play it and play it and play it and play it. So this is your chance to watch Danny and Sandy doing their thing on the summer nights No ticket price at the theatre door. No, no having to pay 30, 40, 50 quid a ticket. It's included in the cruise price. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And you'll definitely, you'll see that as one of the highlights of the cruise. Right, time now for some more of these cruises then on Independence of the Seas, a firm favourite in terms of ship with Brits, and no matter who you're cruising with, everyone has a great time. Remember, as I said before, she is with us for sailings in and out of Southampton from May all the way through to October next year, with a number of different cruise lengths and destinations too. And with the weather we have in this country, you're going to love just how many different activities and treats await you on board. And let's get back on board and have another look, because you know what, actually, even if it was you were sailing out of Southampton, even if it was pouring down with rain, you'd still want to do the water slides, even if it was chucking it down with rain, wouldn't you? You definitely want to do that and watch other people doing it as well. Do you know what? Cruising is so good for people watching. If you are like me and you're a bit of a nosy beggar, you know what, you will absolutely love just people watching. You know, even if you don't do all the activities and the climbing wall and the water slides and whatever, watching other people do it is just as thrilling, let me tell you. You will absolutely love it. Royal Caribbean you see how colourful the ships are. That makes you feel good straight away, doesn't it? It makes you feel like you are really on holiday. And remember, you might just be taking a taster cruise. There are like 2-night itineraries where or 3-night itinerary where you go away for the weekend or something. This is really good to get friends together to go away with as well. It's lovely because you can be, out there in the nice weather in the pool, or, here inside in the promenade. They do these wonderful parades that go through the promenade, and that's where you'll find all the hot spots in the promenade as well. Where you go for karaoke, where you go for late night pizzas, and you'll see the parades going through there as well. Very exciting indeed. Food galore on board. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 main dining rooms to choose from, and you can go for dining at a certain time or be a bit more flexible. You've got the Windjammer. Oh, I wish they wouldn't call Windjammer a buffet, but they have to call it something so it puts the right picture in your mind. But it's the wrong picture in a way, because this buffet is like nothing you've ever seen before. I mean, this is an American cruise line. So, actually, Royal Caribbean really know that in the morning, you don't just want that standard. You go to an average hotel in the UK and you've got your sausage, egg and bacon and hash browns and tinned tomatoes, or 3 different types of cereal for breakfast. That's about it, isn't it? On a Royal Caribbean buffet, you're going to have to hold yourself back. But the great thing is you can go back many times. They've got fresh bread and pastries. They've got an omelette station. There are masses of choices, whether you want to stay healthy or when you want to do the full-on, I'm on a cruise, I'm going to enjoy the stodge and the burgers and all stuff. You can do that. That's the great thing. It gives you freedom and flexibility. And you know what? If you're traveling with a group of friends or family or whatever, you don't all have to do the same thing. The great thing is everyone can go off and do their own thing. And then you just come back in the evening, meet up for dinner, meet up for the show, meet up in a bar. You've got that freedom, and there's never nothing going on these ships. You are going to just have a blast. And remember, all of these sailings across the summer, they're no fly either. So if you don't fly or you prefer not to, you just all meet down in Southampton and that's it. You're on holiday. She's absolutely amazing, this ship as well. And yes, it was. I've just looked. 23 different cruise itineraries to take between May and October, from a 3-night weekend break to 12 nights around the Canaries. Oh, 12 nights around the Canaries. I could be there right now. Let's take a look at some more now of the offers that you can book with a low deposit, and they are all superb, let me tell you. Let's start with RC545 then, which is Spanish Flair, for 9 nights going on the 10th of September. You'll be cruising into Vigo, into Lisbon in Portugal, Seville and La Coruña and Bilbao in Spain, and then of course back into Southampton. Cracking price. Get it locked in right now with the low deposit. The middle one there is RC595. That's Hamburg and Rotterdam, no fly. This is just a 5-night one, this one, which is superb. going over to Hamburg and Rotterdam. It's a nice little breakaway, actually. If you've never cruised before, you know, treat it as a nice little taster of Royal Caribbean, maybe. Maybe it fits in with the school holidays for you as well. You could take the kids. Be brilliant. Good price as well. Talk to the team, 0800 953 4700. And then you've got the third one there, which is RC594. That's Northern City Escapes over 8 nights on the 24th of August. And that goes to Hamburg in Germany, Oslo in Norway, Copenhagen in Denmark, the port for Bruges in Belgium, to and from Southampton. Again, cracking price there for you and low deposits available too. In fact, you can take that cruise also on the 21st of June next year as well, which is wonderful. So if you fancy any of those, just note down the little RC reference, or you can put that into our website and look up the cruise there if you want to and book it, and you book it there, or you can talk to our team on the phone lines. Remember, we are a cruise travel agent, so that's what we specialise in, is in cruise. So our team have been on the ships themselves. They know the best deals for you. They'll be able to unlock all kinds of magic for you. So talk to them on 0800 953 4700. Now, at the very, very end of Independence summer season here in Southampton next year, she'll be off to the Caribbean for the winter, and we have a special offer on her repositioning cruise on the 16th of October for a 2-week cruise across Spain, Portugal, the Azores, and across the Atlantic to the Bahamas and Miami, where we have a 3-night hotel stay. So talk to our team to get our exclusive price for that offer before it sells out. And again, you can book all of these cruises with a low deposit today to get your place secured. Right, let's remind you then of these offers that we have on just some of the sailings on Indy. No fly, remember, from Southampton for next year. Remember, it's low deposits to book these and incredible price tags too. So let's start by discovering the Canaries with RC589, which is a 12-night cruise there that goes on the 12th of May. That cruises you out to Bilbao in Spain, then Lisbon in Portugal, and then around the Canaries to Gran Canaria, to Tenerife, and then you'll cruise across to Funchal in Madeira, and then La Coruña in Spain on the way back. And that's a brilliant price tag too, with a low deposit, and take that as quickly as you possibly can is what I would say to you. Middle one there, RC590, is Spain and Portugal, no fly. 7 nights going on the 31st of May down to Vigo in Spain, the overnight in Lisbon in Portugal, so 2 full days there, La Coruña in Spain, and then back into Southampton. Again, just a brilliant price tag which you can lock in right now, subject to availability. Remember, that's why those low deposits are in place. So call us now, 0800 953 4700. And then the last one there, RC591, Norwegian fjords. Everyone loves the fjords. It's a great first timers, it's a great family, it's a great multi-generational cruise. Great to do it with Royal Caribbean. Do the water slides as you're looking out across the waterfalls in the fjords. Amazing. With that one, you cruise up to Molde in Norway, then Skjolden, Olden and Haugesund, which are wonderful fjordland destinations there. Again, incredible price tag, which you can secure right now with a low deposit. In fact, that cruise runs in June and August as well, the Fjords one. So talk to the team, because obviously price varies by date. 0800 953 4700. Let's serve up some more then, shall we? Some Spanish flair for 9 nights on the 10th of September, with other dates on this cruise as well in June, July and August. But for the 10th of September, your price is on screen there. Cruising to Vigo, Lisbon in Portugal, then Seville and La Coruña and Bilbao in Spain. Low deposit. Remember, low deposit is brilliant to take advantage of as well. And other dates for the cruise in June, July and August. Then we've got the middle one, which is RC595. That's Hamburg and Rotterdam over 5 nights. Really good little taster cruise, actually. You know, 11th of October, good time to get away just for a few nights there for you. Maybe you're checking out Royal Caribbean for the first time. Brilliant deposit and a fabulous price there for you as well. That's RC595. In fact, There's other dates for that 5-night cruise as well in July, August, and indeed in October too. And then the last one, RC 594, is the Northern City Escapes over 8 nights. Now that goes on the 24th of August, and there's also another date on the 21st of June, but the price is there for you for the 24th of August date. And that cruises you out to Hamburg in Germany, to Oslo in Norway, Copenhagen in Denmark, and Zeebrugge, the port for Bruges in Belgium, for a fabulous price too, with a low deposit. So if you want any of those, all you need to do is jump on the phone and talk to our team on 0800 953 4700. Remember, there are 23 different itineraries running right the way through the season. So you can go and have a look. There's 2 ways of looking, actually. You can either say, I'm not looking, I'll get your team to do that, no problem. We will happily do that. 0800 953 4700, and we'll go through the deals and kind of the destinations that you want to go to. Or of course you can go to our website, Cruise1st.tv. Now you can drill the search down to just the ship and then just the month. So you choose Royal Caribbean, Independence of the Seas, and then go from May right the way through until October, and you'll see all of the sailings there. Anyway, listen, enough talk. Let's get back on board and have another look around, because cruising is all about, and listen, we don't show you everything when we have a look around on one of these ships. The great thing is there are lots of surprise things that happen when you're on board. Of course, these days, you've got the Royal Caribbean app, which you can use. You still get your daily brochure that comes through, usually comes through in the evening when your stateroom is made up. So you come back to it, and that tells you everything that's happening tomorrow. It tells you about the excursions in the port you're going into, or if it's a sea day, it'll tell you about all of the different things that you can go and get involved in. And listen, you could be up first thing in the morning doing a fitness class at 6:30 in the morning if you want to be. Good luck to you, but that won't be me, let me tell you. But it'll tell you about all the special things that are happening during the day. It'll tell you about shopping promotions as well. It'll tell you about things like the cocktail of the day and the things to look forward to. Bear in mind, by the way, that on a cruise ship like this, you might think, well, what happens if, one evening I just think, right, okay, I've just been to a port all day, it was a busy day, I had to get up early for an excursion or whatever, and it's got to the evening and you think, oh, do you know what, I can't even be bothered to go down to the restaurant, I just fancy a quiet night in. Remember, you can call for room service and you can have your dinner delivered to the stateroom. The interactive TV on board has loads of different channels and things and films and whatever to go and watch on that. So you've got masses and masses of choice. Of course, if you decide to upgrade and go to a balcony on one of these offers, you could enjoy the fresh air and maybe breakfast out on your balcony first thing in the morning. If you're maybe you're a newlywed, maybe we're talking about honeymoon territory for something like this. That would be quite nice to do. Do you know what else I'd do as well if you're taking one of these cruises? Is go and stay a night or two down in Southampton. We can book you into a hotel down in Southampton, dead easy. There's some great shopping to be had. It's nice to see the cruise port, all the other cruise ships and other ships coming in and out of the port, and it's quite nice to kind of build up to your little getaway and think about doing that, because it's quite nice to do. It's dead easy to get down to Southampton as well. Of course, if you're driving, there's parking available at the port. Talk to the team, we'll help you with that. Very, very easy train service. There's an airport down in Southampton as well, so quite often you can fly down if you're not near. So there's a number of and coach transfers and things like that. There's lots and lots of different ways of being able to get down there. And no-fly cruises are just brilliant because you can take extra luggage with you on board. You don't have to think, right, okay, I'm going to be away for 10 nights. What will I wear? Because you can, instead of taking one case that you would if you were flying somewhere, you can actually take 2 cases. So that means you could say, okay, right, I'll have a case full of all the stuff for the evenings. You pack in the suits and the ball gowns and, the smart stuff. You don't have to, dress up in the evenings at all if you don't want to. And then you've got your casual stuff for during the day, your swimming stuff and all the other bits and pieces that you need. But when you're on a no-fly cruise, it means in all the destinations that you're going to, you can do as much shopping as you like. And you don't have to think, oh, is my case going to be overweight? By the time, as long as you can trundle your case along, you can take it with you. It's as simple as that. That's the other joy of no-fly cruising. And of course, as we mentioned before, and we've got to go back and have another look, one of the highlights on the Independence of the Seas is the big production shows that you don't have to shell out for a ticket for at all, and you can go and watch a full production of Grease the musical. Now, I love, it's funny, isn't it? It's one of those films that you can watch again and again and again. Sometimes those films that come up like every Christmas and whatever, and you think, oh, not that again. But Grease is a film that if you're flicking through the channels ever and it happens to be on, you're like, you've got to watch. Even if you're joining it halfway through, it's just such an iconic film. And to see, a full musical production of that on board one of these ships is just brilliant. And Independence of the Seas, it's been there for quite some time, Grease the musical, and I think actually, I don't think they would change it now, but go and enjoy it because it's a fabulous show and you don't have to pay extra for it. Right, let's remind you of these fabulous offers, and remember, I'm just showing you 6 of 23 itineraries that there are on Independence of the Seas running from May to October next year. So maybe you fancy discovering the Canaries. Well, that's RC 589 across 12 nights going on the 12th of May there. Brilliant price tag. We've popped your solo prices up there on the screen there as well. And you've got low deposits. The good thing about booking these right now is you've got low deposit opportunities. So take advantage of that because it really helps with the budgeting. Remember, your due date for payment is usually about 4 months before you actually go away. Middle one there is Spain and Portugal over 7 nights. It's RC 590. You can pop that reference into our website there. That one goes on the 31st of May. Again, fabulous price tag. Take advantage while you can and book now with a low deposit. And then the third one, really lovely fjords cruise there over 7 nights on Independence of the Seas. Great price tag, lovely scenic cruise in there, some really nice ports up in Norway to enjoy as well. So note down your TV references there and then call the team on these on 0800 953 4700. Here are some more then. Spanish Flair is RC 545. That's a 9-night cruise there on the 10th of September. Again, cracking price tag, and remember, low deposits. Low deposits give you more time to look forward to the holiday that you're going on and helps with the budgeting as well. Middle one there, one of the shorter ones. Remember, you can go for as little as 2 nights across the season, but that's a nice little 5-night getaway to Hamburg and Rotterdam. That goes on the 11th of October. Again, snap up that price tag. A lot of people will look at that price tag on TV and say, right, okay, let's get friends together and let's go and do that 5 nights away. That's RC 595. And the last one there is your Northern City Escapes, RC 594. For 8 nights going on the 24th of August. So fingers crossed, that should be a really nice sunshine warm cruise as well in August. And again, a cracking price tag for you as well. Now remember, I've shown you an awful lot and I've given you as much detail as I can, but I won't have covered everything. So I've covered something, but not everything. So if you've got any questions, our team are very much here to help you. As I said before, we are not a regular travel agent. Remember, we specialise in cruise. So our team have been on the ships, know them, and can give you good, honest advice on the best type of cabin, the best value for money, and they're a really friendly team that will really take the time to speak to you and talk you through everything you need to know. Give us a call free on 0800 953 4700. And listen, I want to hear from you when you've been on one of these cruises as well. You're going to have a great time, whether it's just you and the other half or the whole family. Stick with us here at Cruise1st TV because we're about to turn another page on some adventures. See you later.